Now I know one scenario that some of you guys might be saying is, well, what if the pigs ate your other pig? I don't know how else to say this other than that Sir Porkington is gone. And yes, when I say gone, I mean like he's gone. He is not here on the farm, and I don't exactly know how to explain it either. I feel like this might have been one of my biggest farming failures ever. I'm not exactly sure what I should do about it. Good morning, large white farm dogs. It's good to see both of you. Hi, Abby dog. Hey, Stroby dog. Hi, buddy. You know, yesterday on the farm started off beautifully. Like I had just returned from Iceland and I came back out here and it was like all rainbows and sunshine. Like, no, literally, it was rainbows and sunshine. You know, some mornings you come out to do farm chores and you just realize it's gonna be an amazing day. I feel like today is one of those days. Hi, dogs. Good to see you guys. Hi. Wow, it is really good to be back home. Hi, Bubba. Even the cattle are putting out some pretty good rainbowy vibes today. It's gonna be an amazing day, and I hope you guys have an amazing day too. And so yes, I was getting back into my normal routines, and I was really happy to be back here on the farm, even though the trip to Iceland was incredible. I don't know, there's just really nowhere else on earth that I'm happier than right here. And yes, like any normal morning, I started off with doing my farm chores. Rise and grind, little chickens. Whee! These guys are getting so big. I'm starting to be able to distinguish some of the roosters from some of the hens. Like for example, this guy right here, I'm pretty sure is a rooster. This guy's, I'm pretty sure, a rooster. She's a hen, and she's a hen, and she's a hen, and she's a hen. He's a rooster, that red one right there. Yeah, like you, buddy, you're definitely the rooster. I'm gonna probably start separating these guys soon. Look how many feathers they've developed just in the time that I was gone from the farm. It's actually pretty incredible. You got a set of pipes on you, pal. But yeah, I'll separate them out pretty soon, but I'll leave the hens probably in that space for the entire rest of the summer, and then I'll start the flock integration process in the fall. They're actually still a little bit too small to get access to the larger outdoor yard, and so I'm gonna have to constrain that from them for probably a couple more weeks, but they'll get big enough soon enough. Morning, ducks. Rise and grind, chickens. You're like full-on chickens now, you guys. So yeah, these are all of Deb's kids. The weird chickens are also doing well. There's actually a weird health thing I need to talk to you about with our rooster, Mr. Frizzle, but I'll probably save that for a future video. And because we've had even more rain while I was gone, I've given the ducks access to this lower pond again, and they're actually loving it. I have never seen this pond this full in late August like this. And so for those of you guys curious about Jerk Duck and her ducklings, you can actually see her right there, along with her one duckling, who's that gray one directly behind her, and then the two younger two that are out there. And so you guys remember Chicken the Duck? That's Chicken the Duck right there. You know, it really was only a few short weeks ago when they were this small, and they just grow so gosh darn quick. It's amazing to see. And yeah, it looks like I have some duck egg deposits around the pond. Hey, Abby dog, you wanna help me find some duck eggs? Let's see, I think I saw a couple more over here. There's one right here on the bank, and another one on the bank. All right, so that's 3 on the morning so far. But yeah, the ducks are actually loving this area right now. It's becoming kind of the perfect duck habitat. Of course, I can't get sidetracked here because I don't think you guys clicked on this video to hear me talk about some ducks. You're probably much more curious to hear about what happened to Sir Porkington, and so please allow me to explain. So yesterday during chores, it was noticed that Sir Porkington was looking a little bit sluggish and slow moving. You know, our farm actually has 4 pigs right now. We have Prince Philip, we have Penelope, we have Percy, and we have the aforementioned Sir Porkington. And so yesterday was kind of a crazy day here on the farm because again, it was like my first day back, and Paul and Olivia, my friends from Breaking New Roots who have been staying here at the farm for the last couple of weeks, they had broken down their camper and they were getting ready to leave and hit back on the road. And to top it all off, Allison and I both contracted COVID on the flight home. I didn't exactly know that yesterday, but I know it today as a confirmation as I just tested positive. You see, on the flight home, and I'm kicking myself about this, basically, I was sitting next to these 2 older people who were actually very friendly and nice, but throughout the entire flight from Reykjavik back to Boston, they were just coughing and farting, like the entire time. I mean, it was nothing but coughs and farts, and it was like, I was on the window seat, they were in the middle and aisle seat. Allison was actually sitting in the row behind me because we couldn't actually get seats booked together, and so she was there and in the vicinity, but I was like right next to these people. And I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but I gotta tell you, the farting and coughing was like nothing I had ever experienced on the flight. And about a quarter of the way in, I was totally kicking myself for not bringing a mask to at least try to prevent me contracting something. I was fine that night, but then when I woke up yesterday morning, I was having just like a little bit of a scratchy throat, but overall I was feeling fine. And so I kind of came out here, did my chores. And again, as of yesterday, we had 4 pigs here on the farm. Paul and Olivia were a second set of eyes, or I guess 2 second sets of eyes, who were there looking at it for me too. And so they were definitely here. But when it came time to do the evening chores last night, what I noticed was there were only 3 pigs. We have Prince Philip, we have Percy, and we have Penelope. But I did not see Sir Porkington. It's a little unusual that the pigs don't come running and go crazy when it's feed time, because when it's time to feed these pigs at this point, they get very aggressive and they get very interested in trying to eat. Back up, you bullies, back up. All right, have a little appetizer. There you go. Like I said, they get a little food crazy, and so the fact that Sir Porkington didn't show up when all the other pigs were going crazy for the food, just like you saw, was kind of a red flag. And even though I was feeling like crap by that point in the night, I decided to just take a little bit of a walk around and see if there was anything I could see. And so I came out here and I checked the perimeter of all of the fences, and everything looked exactly the way it should be. There was nothing amiss. There was no fence line down. There was nothing grounded out. And so I just kind of made the assumption that Sir Porkington was somewhere here in this 3 acres. It's like 2.5-ish, the amount of space that I have for my little pig area. That's a lot of area to have to search. And because of the COVID, I was feeling like hot garbage. And so I was just like, I'll deal with it tomorrow. I'm sure he's fine. He's somewhere in here. And I know, looking back on this, that seems like a big mistake on my part, but we humans, I guess, make mistakes. And so I just kind of gave up, went inside and was like, he'll be here tomorrow, it'll be fine. But again, I was feeling like crap. I was running a fever. I was just trying to do kind of the basic bare minimum of chores that needed to be done to make sure the animals are okay. I had pretty good confidence that he wasn't outside the fence. I didn't see any tracks or anything. And so I went to bed. The next morning, which is yesterday morning, I got up, I came out here, I did a pretty thorough search. Like, I went through every inch of this space looking for him, and I saw absolutely nothing. I did a pretty thorough search of the woods, like surrounding this area, so going all through the woods to see if he went like one way or the other. Because it was really muddy, I was optimistic that if he did get out, I would be able to find some tracks, but I didn't see a single print that looked even remotely like a pig print. So that's what pig tracks look like. And I'm not seeing any pig tracks out here. Just done a whole walk of the entire perimeter and I've seen nothing. And I checked all of the trail cameras I have in the area and there was nothing that was revealed. And so, like, I'm pretty certain he's not outside. But if he's not outside of the yard and he's not inside the yard, either living or dead, where the heck is he? Like, I literally have a 200+ pound pig that has vanished and I have no clue as to what happened. And I'm kind of panicking right now and I'm feeling horrible about the situation and feeling like a miserable failure, and I don't even know what to do about it. I mean, like, I genuinely don't. Like, I have notified my nearby neighbors and mentioned it to them and told them to be on the lookout, and if he's out running around, I would absolutely just dispatch him, and really, if he does any damage, I know I'd be responsible for that. But I haven't seen any sign that that's the case, and so I come to you, dear viewers, with very few answers and only one big, massive 225 pound problem, or lack of 225 pound problem. I don't exactly know what to do about it. Now, I know one scenario that some of you guys might be saying is, well, what if the pigs ate your other pig? And while it's fair to say that that's a potentially reasonable thought, I don't think it's extremely likely given some of the key facts. Like, fact number 1, in the span of 24 hours, the idea that those 3 pigs could entirely devour another pig seems extremely unlikely. Plus, when I fed them that next morning, they were like starving like they usually always are. And so I would imagine if they had ingested their brother, like, they wouldn't have been that hungry. also, as I did my entire search of this area, the fact that I'm not finding bones or viscera or any sort of evidence like something horrid like that happening, like that would seem extremely unlikely. It's almost like the pigs committed murder and then did a perfect job of cleaning up the crime scene, which I don't think is all that possible because I don't think a pig has ever seen an episode of CSI or Law and Order. And so quite simply, I have a pig that has disappeared, full on vanished, like apparition. Like I don't even know what's going on. And because I do what I do and I document what I do, I feel an obligation to share it with you guys. But I will admit, I feel totally like crap sharing this with you because I don't have any sort of solution or conclusion to offer up. And I just feel like a complete moron for my ineptitude for allowing this to happen. So yeah, that's how I'm doing this morning. Hey Ginny, how's it going? You know, Ginny's actually been wearing her camera collar this morning, and so I wonder what she's been up to so far. Good job. You're such a little athletic cat, yeah. Okay, Barneys, hang on. Time for your breakfast. You know, being away, I definitely miss these cats. Pablo, I don't know if you saw it in the earlier video, but we definitely found your cousin living in Iceland. Kind of weird and uncanny to see. Pablo is not amused.
By the way, this is probably a really good time to mention to you guys that over on my second YouTube channel, Morgan Gold, I just released a brand new documentary all about the Back to the Land movement and the original off-grid grifters. And so this is a story that many of you might be interested in. And so if you have a chance, go check it out. I'll leave a link down below, and I'll probably leave a link at the end of this video too.
Toby dog, you want to go say hi to your ducklings? Come on. Hey, Mama Duck. So these guys are growing up nice and quick. Mama Duck's doing a good job with her little ducklings. This duck coop is working out really well. So basically every couple of days, just drag it along just a little bit further so that they're always on clean ground. This type of situation works great for just like a little temporary nursery. They'll probably spend another maybe 2 weeks in nursery care before they get set free, and they join the rest of the flock too. Much like these two younger ducklings that were from Jerk Duck that you see hanging out here on the pond. Keep marking that territory, buddy. Did you look at that? So lately, Deb has been flirting with becoming a weird chicken. I should either clip her wings or let her join the flock. She's kind of given up on her little ones because they're now completely grown up. But I keep finding her jumping out over here, sometimes roosting up here at night, sometimes sleeping in the coop in bad weather. She's starting to act like she wants to be a weird chicken and leave her younger flock behind. Good morning, Moo Crew. I didn't even take my bike up this morning because I'm feeling so crappy and winded from this COVID. It's definitely kicking my butt. How's everybody doing this morning? You guys ready for some fresh pasture? Hey, Macho Man, did you get some burdock on your face? Oh man, can I take that off you? There you go, I'll come back with the brush in a little bit. All right, Belinda, are you ready for some fresh grass? Hey, Kels, come on, Kels, fresh grass, come on. Hey, Kels, come on, Kels, fresh grass, come on. You know, as stressed out as I am right now, it is really nice to see the cattle, and it is really relaxing to watch them eat the grass. It really is one of my favorite parts of the farm. Because I got some hungry chickens who are following me. I, by all rights, should have moved their chicken coop last night or this morning. But yesterday evening, I ended up taking a nap that was like way too long, and by the time I woke up, I like had to rush through the evening chores and didn't have a chance to shut their gate so it wouldn't open in the morning.
Because yes, I'm feeling miserable and I have a fever. It's even not that hot. It's like 60 degrees Fahrenheit right now. And I am like sweating like you wouldn't believe, but I also feel very cold. And yes, I have no idea about what's going on with Sir Porkington. And now another reasonable theory that could be out there is that maybe a wild animal came and took him. And if it was like an 8-week-old piglet, you know, the thought of a coyote coming by or a bear coming by and taking my piglet, like, seems unlikely, but not impossible. But we're talking about a hog that is easily over 200 pounds, probably over 225 pounds right now, and have an animal attack like that and not hear anything in the middle of the day, to have it happen as a situation where like there's no evidence of a struggle or fence being down or anything like that. I don't know, it just seems like too unlikely of a scenario for it to be true. I think the only other scenario would be that somebody came and took my pig, but that seems kind of far-fetched as well and very much conspiratorial minded. And again, I'm still baffled. Like, if he's still alive, I would expect him to be somewhere around the farm. Most of their pig area borders pretty closely to a stream, and so they're not going to want to cross that stream, and they'd be more likely to go back towards the farmyard or the road, and so you'd see evidence of that. And pigs are social animals, and so the idea that the pig would like be out by itself and be happy wandering by itself feels like an unlikely scenario. These are trained pigs that go crazy every time I come with food, and so you'd think like when they hear me coming with food, they would come out and try to join their brothers and sister, but I don't know. He's just not here, and I don't know what to do. If you guys have any advice, please leave it down below.
Hey, just a reminder, be sure to check out my new documentary that I just made about the Back to the Land movement, Helen and Scott Nearing, and why nobody actually lives off the land. I think you guys are going to like it a lot, so just check it out.